It doesn't matter how many get rich doing what you love videos, podcasts, or books you consume when you don't even know what it is you want to do. Working hard is hard when you don't know what it's for. Hello, I'm Romelia. I'm an indie author, but it took me a really long time to settle into that idea. A huge part of my life, I've had extreme anxiety over my future. I've changed my mind about what I want to be when I grow up about 1,000,000 times. I wanted to be a songwriter, a teacher, a baker, a sound engineer, event planner. I wanted to have my own studio. I wanted to go on tours. Now, I can't tell you how to get over it and figure it out. I can't even tell you if that's what you should do or if you should just accept not knowing and move on with your life. That's up to you to figure out. But I want you to know that you're not alone and it doesn't have to be forever. When I say I've had anxiety about my future, I don't mean it in a, oh, I don't know what to do with my life, I probably should figure that out. I mean that in a keeping me up at night, crying my eyes out when I was alone and not really being able to enjoy anything. I mean that in a way where I was convinced I was a failure for not knowing what I wanted to do. And the constant change of mind didn't help. I stopped trusting my thoughts and emotions because I changed my mind anyway. Like, I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. No one deserves this. And also, I have no idea how I would help someone through it, which is why this video isn't meant to be how to find your thing. It's more, you're not alone. I see you. It can get better. I now have a goal of being able to live off of book-related things, my own books, and this channel included. And I know it will be a lot of hard work. And even then, I may not make it. But at least I have something to strive for. But like I said, I didn't always know this, even though in hindsight I probably should have figured it out. And as a kid you get the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my answer would always change depending on the day, the moon cycle. I don't know. I just changed my mind a lot. At one point I wanted to be a baker so that I could make my dad his favorite bread. Then what is his favorite bread, you ask? I don't know. I don't even know if this reasoning is from my own memories or just from what I've heard from my best friend. I had moments where I wanted to be an author. I absolutely did. And I spent so many hours at our old computer typing out stories. But I also wanted to do other things. I actually wanted to study dance when I started high school, but I ended up doing music instead because life happens and things. But that's when I found event planning, and that was with me for 1 or 2 years. And then I found sound engineering, and that stuck with me for a few years. It's where I have my education, where I had experience. I've arranged events, worked on concerts and festivals, and even had a full-time job at one point. But then I changed my mind again. And like I said, I still love doing those things. And it kind of helps in these situations, like making videos. But I don't want to work with them in the same way I used to. In between me changing my mind, and especially after I quit my full-time sound guy job, I have been filled with anxiety. And working hard was never the problem. I would have given anything to work hard for a dream, if I just had a dream to work for. It made me cry more than I would like to admit. And it kept me up and gave me nightmares sometimes, and sometimes I didn't want to do anything other than sleep. I was in some ways lucky to have other people around me who didn't know who still doesn't know, at times this made me feel okay. Not everyone has to have this big dream and I can just go on existing. At other times it scared the poop out of me and made my anxiety even worse. Like, if they haven't figured it out, maybe I will never figure it out either. And you know, it's 100% okay to not have a big dream or any dream, as long as you're okay with it. But I wanted to have one, and I really felt like I struggled to do anything, accomplish anything without that goal. Maybe it's because dreams are addictive. I've worked hard for things in the past and I want to do that again. Maybe my mental health just declined to the point of my future being a source of anxiety that I wasn't ready to face yet. But changing my mind over and over again, and while I think it's absolutely okay to do so, it just made me doubt myself and my ability to know what I wanted, and it kind of made it worse. I mean, sure, I had some super unrealistic dreams that, like, if I could, I still would pursue them. You know, like being a pirate and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I guess I've passed the time limit on the second one though. Now I just have to be content with consuming media and wearing merchandise. Anyway, I'm just beginning to figure out what I want in life, and I'm absolutely not an expert. I'm just someone who is so desperate for a dream that not having one scares me even more than elks do. I mean, I've had times where I got up after going to sleep just to write some more because I really want to feel like I'm moving forward. And you know, for me, finishing books is a big step towards actually, you know, becoming a successful author. And honestly, I haven't felt more alive in years. I finally have a dream, and it will take time and I will have to work hard to fulfill it, but I'm too desperate at this point not to try. Now, I don't claim to know how to figure these things out, but if there was like one tip I could give, it might be to start with something small. A few years ago, I decided to get my driver's license for motorcycle. It was like one thing that I knew I wanted in my life, that I've always known I wanted in my life. And I think it might have started like a small domino effect, where I figured another small thing out and another one until it kind of fell in place. But I don't know, it's just one theory I have, and I want to mention it because it might help someone. Now, this video is different from my usual videos, but it's something that I wish I had when I was struggling the most, because the people around me either share my anxiety, are fine with not knowing, or have known what they want to do since they were like 5. Like I said, I don't think I can help you figure things out, but what I want to do with this video was to give you hope, to let you know you're not alone in these struggles, and also to show you that it is possible to figure it out. You don't have to wander forever. I see you. I feel for you, and I really, really hope you'll be able to figure it out. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great adventure, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!